Hey there, bookworms. Welcome back to Ace Book Talk. Today, we're diving into a seemingly simple tale that many believe holds a much deeper meaning, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by Frank Baum. Lyman Frank Baum was born in 1856 in Chittenango, New York, a period of significant economic and social upheaval in the United States. He was a man of many talents, dabbling in everything from poultry farming to acting and journalism, before finding his true calling as a writer of children's stories. The late 19th century, the time in which Baum lived and wrote, was marked by the rise of industrialization, financial panics, and fierce debates over monetary policy, particularly the gold standard versus bimetallism, the use of both gold and silver to back currency. It's within this context that The Wonderful Wizard of Oz was published in 1900, and some historians and literary critics argue takes on a whole new layer of interpretation. Now, let's journey down the yellow brick road and revisit the story itself. We all know Dorothy, a young girl from Kansas, who gets swept away by a tornado and lands in the magical land of Oz. To return home, she must seek the help of the wizard who lives in the Emerald City. Along the way, she befriends the Scarecrow, who desires a brain, the Tin Woodman, who longs for a heart, and the Cowardly Lion, who seeks courage. Their journey to the Emerald City is fraught with peril. They face dangers like the Wicked Witch of the West and navigate treacherous landscapes. Each character embodies a particular quality they believe they lack, and they are convinced that the wizard holds the key to fulfilling their desires. When they finally reach the wizard, he appears as a different persona to each of them, further highlighting their individual perceptions and needs. He tasks them with bringing him the Wicked Witch of the West's broomstick before he will grant their wishes, a seemingly impossible challenge that tests their resolve. They eventually succeed, not through magic, but through courage, ingenuity, and teamwork. Upon their return, they discover the wizard is merely a humbug, an ordinary man who uses illusions and theatrics to maintain his power. However, he reveals to them that they possessed what they sought all along. The Scarecrow is intelligent, the Tin Woodman is compassionate, and the Lion is brave. Dorothy, too, learns that she had the power to return home all along, simply by clicking her heels on the silver shoes, not ruby slippers, as in the famous film. So, what are some of the deeper meanings hidden within this seemingly simple tale? Many scholars argue that The Wonderful Wizard of Oz is an allegory for the political and economic climate of the late 19th century United States. The yellow brick road, some say, represents the gold standard, while Dorothy's silver shoes symbolize the silver movement. Represents the gold, while the Emerald City, seemingly opulent and grand, is revealed to be a facade, much like the illusion of prosperity during that era. The Scarecrow, representing the American farmer, is seen as intelligent but undervalued. The Tin Woodman, representing the industrial worker, is rendered heartless by the dehumanizing effects of factory work. And the Cowardly Lion, representing politicians, needs to find his courage to stand up for what's right. Even the Wicked Witch of the West has been interpreted as representing the oppressive forces of nature or the powerful railroad companies of the time. The wizard himself, the man behind the curtain, embodies the political trickery and empty promises of those in power. Whether or not Baum intentionally crafted such a detailed allegory is a matter of debate. Some believe he was simply writing a children's story, while others insist that the parallels are too striking to ignore. Regardless of his intent, the enduring popularity of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz likely stems from its ability to resonate on multiple levels. It's a captivating adventure for children and a thought-provoking commentary on society for adults. What can we learn from this timeless tale? The wonderful Wizard of Oz reminds us that often the things we seek are already within us. We don't need external validation or magical solutions to achieve our goals or realize our potential. Courage, intelligence, compassion, these are qualities we can cultivate within ourselves. The story also encourages us to question authority and to look beyond appearances. Things are not always as they seem, and it's important to think critically and to challenge the status quo. Most importantly, it emphasizes the power of friendship and collaboration. Dorothy and her companions achieve their goals by working together, supporting each other, and celebrating their individual strengths. In a world that often feels divided, this message is more relevant than ever. And that's our journey through the land of Oz. I hope this exploration has given you a fresh perspective on this classic story. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more book recommendations.